even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that Big Brother Bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that Big Brother Bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, it come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building.
Hey guys and girls and everyone in between. How are you? Hope your day is good. Robin, thank you for the pata sucia. I see that on the floor. And let's give some shout outs to who's in here. And just as a reminder to all who are in the room, please go ahead and take this opportunity while I'm doing so to share this on social media. Share this on Facebook. Share this on Twitter, if you would. Share it with a friend. Let folks know that we're on, and we're going to be talking some Big Brother Canada, and we're going to be talking about some other stuff. Stuff I'm sick of fucking talking about. Stuff I'm sick of thinking about, to be quite honest with you. And, but someone else reached out to me today. Another member. And they will not be named. But they wrote, that was a person that I did not usually talk to or hear from, or so, but it was somebody I knew was in the club. Guess what? They don't have any money yet. They don't have any refunds. They don't have any shirt. And I spoke to a person last night who is in both clubs. And they have not received their refund. Now, we'll get into the Big Brother Canada stuff, but I'm just saying right away, the 15th came and passed, the 16th came and passed. Today's the 17th, right? I put it on Twitter today. Pay the people you promised the money to pay. Pay them the money. It should be a very easy 1 + 1 = 2 equation. But you don't know how to do that math, do you? Do you? Yes, grow up, Bri. Right, grow up. No. No. You grow up. You get a pair. Okay? You get a pair. Or at least let's have them drop, okay? Let's have those two drop. Let that drop, that pair drop, because you apparently yourself have not grown up and learned how to be a man. Utter silence from you. And that's probably for the best, because the more you say, the more you lie. And the more you lie, the more you upset those people that are owed that money. Now, I understand the Bugaloo rules are out on me. I'm pretty sure they are. And I know that there are some people that probably will never talk to me ever again because of this situation. Mind you, I have not mentioned their names. I've taken this stance for those who are unwilling or unable. I won't say unable, but unwilling or kind of scared, actually, to say something. There are some people that are actually kind of nervous about even saying anything because they don't want to get ganged up on. They do not want to get swarmed or accused or having multiple fingers pointed at them in chat rooms or a chat room. I know that there have been memes put out about me. I know that there are little jokes and whatever. I know. I don't know the depth of them. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure that, if I wasn't the target of them, I'd probably laugh my ass off. And if I was the and if I was actually seeing them, I probably still would laugh my ass off considering the sources. And I know you're probably not, you may not even be watching this yourself because you're relying on your lieutenants and your watchdogs to be keeping an eye out. You may only have one watchdog. Oh, yeah, there's one. Oh, there is one I know you have for sure. Oh, God, I know there's one for sure you have as a watchdog. As long as you keep feeding him his Alpo, he'll be there. He'll be there. I know that. That's fine. That's fine. 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 He doesn't mind giving you all that money. Not asking for it back. He ain't getting nothing out of the deal. Well, all right. Well, I'm glad he sleeps well at night. If he does, I'm sure he does. Because he's all about you, man. He's all about protecting the president. He's all about you. And I was at one time myself, so I understand the blind allegiance. I understand the blind hoping, wishing that you could get your shit together. Nah. And the people I talk to, that they share their opinions with me. They share their opinions with me, and they say, he always said, I'm probably lying. I'm probably lying. You did say that, didn't you? Every night! I'm probably lying. Well, I suppose you Yep, you did tell us that. We just didn't listen. We thought it was a cute little hook. We thought it was a cute little thing. It ain't cute, son. It ain't cute! That's the tick 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 of disapprovement. You ever hear that from people? And I'm talking to the crowd. I'm saying, folks, you ever hear that? I don't know what that shit was. I mean, that was some shit some old folks did way, way back. But that was, no, they just somehow clicked somewhere in their gum and, their tooth area. And they're just kind of like, no, I don't approve. What the fuck is that? I mean, I've heard of facial tics, but that for some reason, that shit just kind of clicked back to me. It clicked back to me, because I know my grandma did that shit. And I was like, one of the first sounds I thought, what the fuck is that shit all about? But then I got it, and I knew it was a thing of disapproval. If I was deciding at 4 years old I wanted to jump down the stairs and then cried about it and said, "Ooh, I jumped down the stairs." Well, why'd you do that? Oh, because I thought I'd land right. No. Especially when it's a spiral staircase. No, it wasn't a spiral. It did curve at the bottom, but just at the very bottom. And I actually made it pretty far. I actually got down to like the 10th stair before I put 12 banana cream pies down the other 3. But yeah. An email sent to me today. A lengthy email from a person I will not name. But they gave me their timeline of communications. And when I went through it, it said March 19th, blah, blah, blah. March 20th, blah, blah, blah. 21, blah, blah, blah. And it goes on, 22, blah, blah, blah. And it goes on referring to your Deer in the Headlights episode and the I'm Caught episode. I love the way that they said that. I love it. You know why I love it? Because it got through to the other folks. It got through to other folks, and that this is one of the folks that's afraid to talk. And I am not, out of respect to them, I am not going to say who they are. But I did ask for folks that were... Now, of course, anybody watching this right now could say, Bria's making this shit up. You can go ahead and try to say it. You can try to say that this shit is... you can try to say that the stuff's not real. That this email I got isn't. Prove it. Show it. Tell us who it is. No. I'm not going to, because out of respect to this person who asked to stay anonymous, but did say that I could share elements of their email as long as I did not point them out. But I love some of the quotes. I love some of the things that they said in their email, because they were saying and they were verifying exactly what is going on. No more lies, no more excuses, no more bullshit. None. I made a post on Twitter today. And even though you have me blocked, and I've blocked you, your protectors, those watching out for you, and I understand there are going to be people loyal to any... I mean, even some of the... And don't get it twisted. I'm not comparing you to one of the worst people in history. But even some of the worst people in history even had protectors until the very end. And I'm talking the end. And I get why one or two of them that I can think of specifically are really, really trying hard to fix your situation or to help you land on your feet. I get that. They're trying to anchor you. They're trying to protect what you have tried to establish for yourself. But only you are responsible for that. They are not. I am not trying to take you down. I have no reason or desire Because like you've told me, there's plenty of room on YouTube for all of us. That's very true. That is so true. I don't care if you come back or not. I don't care if you have a channel or not. What I care about is that those people get their money and in a prompt manner. So I can just shut the fuck up about this. And so you can move on and do what you need to do on your end to take care of your business that you need to take care of. I'm not trying to get into your wallet, your pocket, or any of this other shit that you might want to accuse me of. Oh, he's clout chasing me. I know that's something that's the clout chase is the big word that you love. He only apologized to Rockstar. It's a clout chase. And I'm not saying you said this. I'm just imagining, because I know your MO. You want to accuse people of having an MO? Dude, your MO is fucking easy to read. You don't have to read it like hieroglyphics. It's right there. So tired of your crap. You spew off just enough crap that it's radioactive, man. It's radioactive. You put out a little nuclear bomb and you go, or a little nuclear power plant, and you go, oh, hey, nothing to worry about. Everybody, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna pay all these people in this group their money back by April 15th. Oh, okay. Well, that's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. And it's what I have to do. It's what I have to do because blah blah blah. Well, because you didn't use the fucking money to go to the right goddamn places, did you? You didn't go to the fucking one goddamn place. One. Yeah, you owe the people the money back because you did say if you didn't make Big Brother 21 that you were going to refund that money. Now, pardon me, it's just a stray hair. And since you can't win Big Brother 21 if you haven't tried out for it, or even go to Big Brother 21 if you haven't even tried out for it. Oh, and did you even send in that DVD tryout? Kind of wondering that too. Or did you just not have the motivation to go to the post office? Or did you need a fundraiser for the post office? Do you need postage? Oh wait, it's too late for that now, right? You waited too long. Somebody run a fundraiser so you can get that postage to send the $1 or $2 to send the DVD in mail. Let's do a fundraiser for that. Because you did run a fundraiser for postage to send out shirts that didn't exist. Or if they did exist, they didn't get shipped out. There are some people in your group that were presented shirts only once I brought up the question, and people were pissed off as all get out that they didn't have any shirt at all, and you gave them one shirt that said a name, and it wasn't. I got to see it. Yeah, I saw it. And not everybody got their fucking shirts there either. What the fuck, man? Come on. Oh, you're gonna get a welcome letter. You're gonna get two shirts. You're gonna get a white one and a black one. The pull-up shirts. You're gonna get 10% of the winnings, my total winnings of the game, whatever it may be. 10% will be split up amongst all of you. and blah, blah, blah. And I personally deliver it to each and every one of you across the country, and I'll travel, and blah, 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 and I'll hand you a wad of cash, and blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, I can hear it ad nauseum now. It replays like a fucking mobile. You could put it over a baby, and the baby would fucking get all sorts of fucked up by hearing that shit on repeat. Anyway, the last I'll say about this for now. Um, um, I'll say this to the person that sent me the letter. I wasn't expecting it. Thank you for sending it. Thank you for being in contact with me. Um, I've made sure to keep your name out of this um, per your request. I will continue to follow that request. If you do decide, and if you say, let it be released that my name is on it, then I will. If otherwise, I will not. Period. That's it. Um, but this was a lengthy email, a very lengthy email, and that's actually what took me a little while to come onto the show a little bit late tonight. Because it took me time to read it, and honesty. I had Wonky come in, and I said, "Hey, it's blending for me now, so help me out." Got through a paragraph or two, and then she helped me with the rest. I said, "I got to get ready for the show, so just kind of give me what it says. Tell me." And I'm looking at it now, and I'm verifying what she's read to me. I looked at it again before I started the show, or as I was starting the show, as King Legend's track was playing. By the way, thank you, King Legend. Um, so this is something I've read now in full, and I have had read to me in full, and I understand everything on this in full. So I know one person in the club was given $100 back, and that was received on the 15th, as far as I understand. But two other people, one that I spoke to last night, and then now this person that emailed me, have definitely not received their funds. And I know of another one that is owed $380 that does not receive their funds. Anyway, pay. Please. Pay. Pay. Pay them. It's not that hard. It really is, or is it? And if it is, they deserve an understanding as to why. What happened to it? Did Kevin even get that money? Did Kevin even get his money? Kevin hasn't said anything on social media as far as I understand about this. Please, please, please don't make it so that please don't make it so that I have to look into that as well. Please don't. Please make sure that you take care of your business with these people in this club, and that you've taken care of Kevin. I hope that you have taken care of him and giving him the $2,920 from the two separate fundraising things that you did for him. while you were taking down a guy that had an event, he was running a separate event. I'm not going to get into the math on that because he knows that situation fully. I only used what I knew from what you gave to me and to the public of your knowledge of this, that, and or whatever. I'm not going to hash that whole thing out. I made apologies, public apologies, to Chris Williams and to Bailey Dayton on this show and on Twitter, and I reiterate those apologies for the crass things that I said about them. But, dude, we all know the math on your situation here. We all know the math on the $100 here, the $200 shirt there, the $80 shirts there. The $50 for VTTs, $100 for level 20s. And I know the folks that are in L20 that are pissed off at me the most are the people that want to keep Fight Club in Fight Club. They've always treated that group as we must protect the president. You know what? Do you go and you protect somebody when they're doing wrong? What is that all about? What is that about? And you know what? Those of you making fun of me in private, in public, whatever it is, fine. I don't care. I'm harder boiled than I used to be when it comes to dealing with idiotic trash and or fun making. Yes, I'm still a sensitive guy. Yes, I'm still an emotional person. Yes, I struggle with issues. But I've hardened up a lot when it comes to dealing with utter nonsense. And I don't suffer fools. I have never suffered fools. None. Never. And you, sir, are quite the fool. And I am not suffering your ass. Nor your lapdog. Nor anyone else who decides that they want to. I want to make it clear. Nobody's come at me that I know of yet. Whether you have something in the works, whether you have or they have something in the works, or whether you guys are just sitting there going, fuck him, fuck him, fuck him, fuck him, fuck him, whatever, or somewhere in between. Just know that if you make trolls and you send them in, we will swat them down. I will ignore them. But I will not give this up. Because I know that the fight that I'm putting out there for those people is a correct one. For the correct reasons. For the correct math. And you misled those folks. You lied to those folks. At first, when you raised that money, I wholeheartedly believe that you meant it. That you meant to use that money for the purposes that you said you were going to use them for. And I believe still to this day that at that time, that was your intent. Is to use it for the proper means. But then something happened. Whether it be personal, whether it be whatever, something happened. What? Maybe we don't need to know what. But where, why, and how. Anyway. Let's give a shout out for those here in the room. And thank you for being here, folks. I appreciate your patience. I would like to address one person with something very simple. There is a person that watches the replays of this show. They have made posts repeatedly on repeated episodes that they don't like the song that King does as the theme for this song, for the show. Fuck you. You keep posting that ad nauseum because you don't like rap music. All right, whatever, dude. Fine, get over it. I blocked your comment. I blocked your comment each time you've said it. And then you just kind of go, well, sorry, it's just how I feel. I blocked your comment. You're not going to disrespect the channel or somebody that was kind enough to make a theme that I like. It's not your show. It's my show. And if something is as simple as that displeases you, move on. And by the way, you can't get involved in the chat, dumbass, if you're watching a replay. Was everybody dropped on their head as a fucking infant? Apparently. There's your problem. Indented on the forehead. Yep. Debbie, hello, sweet friend. Hello, how are you, Debbie? Good to see you. Andy E, what's up? Come here. I got a hiccup. Roberta, hello, Roberta. Robin. Oh, it's Gabe. Holy shit, Gabe. Yeah, that picture was Daniela. I had to get rid of it because I was trying to put another one in, but I was having some trouble getting it taken care of. So, there's Sarah. Well, there's Pata Sucia all over this chat room. What's up with that? You guys in the Pata Sucia, damn. Hey, Mary. That's Mary H in there. Boy, you guys are chatty chat tonight. That's awesome. I love it. Kim, who flipped? There's Yankee. Hey, Yankee. Yankee, you said you're at dinner with a friend. Is it Raquel? If so, say hello, please. Give a long, uncomfortable hug to Raquel for me. Margot T, what's up? Hippie Girl D. Hi, Hippie Girl. Hello. Welcome. Much love from Canada. Canada. Hello, Canada. I promise I will be talking about the Big Brother Canada game as soon as I finish saying hi to the folks that are in here, because I like to show the respect. There's Jimmy O. What's up, Jimmy Owens? What's up? How are you, sir? Um, Bender. Woo! There's Bender. Molly, what's up, buddy? How are you, buddy? CD1, what's up? I said Margot T, I think. Okay, Sarah. There we go. All right, so we're caught up. All right. Um. Okay, so we had a nice episode tonight. We had a pretty intense series of events occur where we had a lot of well, what would we say here? Let me go back to today's snapshots that I have here. Um, well, we show the aftermath of Adam giving that faux speech uh, to Mark regarding his replacing, nominee and so forth, taking himself off the block. And then later on, talking about in the HOH room how much they hate each other, but they really love each other, and that they're all on the same side, and they hug it out. And that's Mark and Adam, of course. So they're playing the whole pretty boy thing. Um, Anthony also kicking back, enjoying life, and enjoying the way the things are going for the pretty boys. Damien, though, pissed, nervous, upset that Esty goes on the block. Um, uh, and that things are just not looking good for him. Um, it is nice to see there are a couple of instances tonight in the episode how Esty and Dane really did look very cuddly, really close, hanging around. He had his arm wrapped around her in one instance, walking around upstairs. Another instance, they were outside together alone, wearing the coats, and they were just kind of cuddled up next to each other. Um, I really do believe that there could be a showmance going on there, but after the show's over, after their time in the house is over. It may be something that springs once they're in the jury house, because then the cameras aren't on them. Um, Later on, we got to see Cory talking to Anthony about general status of the house and where things are going. Um, and but then you start to hear a discussion between Kiera, Adam, and Dane, who are all hanging out inside the have not room, laying down, being miserable, and talking about how they're so sick of how much time that the two of them are spending, that they're getting too close, that she laughs too much and she's too loud, and they kept on playing her laugh, and it was one that, of course, seemed to get to them, of course. Um, but they're worried about that being too much of an angle, too much closeness between those two. But there is absolutely no showmance there. And Anthony has put that into perspective with those guys. Like, hey, look, I'm not with her like that. I'm not, we're not whatever. It's just a matter of me keeping an eye out over her to make sure she stays in under our control. And so when they have that meeting, it's they finally, it seems like they seem to agree with it in general, in principle. And Mark was like, yeah, that is true. Esty is more of a threat At least in his mind, Esty is more of a threat because she gives Dane a vote. She gives Dane more power. She has, where Cory is more independent thinking. Cory is there for them. Now, Esty is there for Dane, but she's also there for herself. And yes, taking Esty out at this point would be a silly thing. Um, but then tomorrow night, we're going to learn how that whole secret unlock happened for Adam and how he got to put Cory up on the block as a third nominee. So, folks, if you do not know, we have 3 nominees: Damien, Esty, and Cory. Adam found a secret item stashed away in the archive. He unlocked it, was able to use it, and it gave him the ability to name a third nominee for this week. And he chose Cory. We saw tonight some perfect product placement by Summer Fresh, of course. They get plenty of promotion through the season. And this is something, CBS, look this shit up, guys. Try to follow what your friends up in Canada, our friends up in Canada, are doing, production-wise. You could have a much nicer house. You could probably pay the bills on the show. I mean, CBS is doing great with the money on that show. But they could probably manage things a lot better and have a much bigger house, a much more grand scale set that is deserving of Hollywood. This place is up in Toronto, and this thing is a fucking palatial, I mean, huge, compared to the shit that we have in the United States. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's time for a new stadium, folks. I mean, wow. I mean, the first Big Brother set lasted 5 seasons. And because they didn't know how well this was going to go over, they welded a bunch of production trailers together and turned it into a house. Well, after the 5th season here in America, they said, well, shit, we got a show. It's going to do well. We're going to have it for years to come, probably. Let's build something. Okay, they get a different lot. They make a 2-story home. Okay, nice. For the time, every so often, a franchise has to move out of a stadium in its city into a newer building because the old building gets old. It's not quite up to specs for what you really want to do with the team going forward, right? In the sense of when you're looking at a baseball team, a football team, a basketball team, a hockey team, they all go through building new stadium things every 15, 20, 25 years, right? It's not like the old days where things were made to last 100, 150 years, whatever the fuck, like Wrigley Field, Fenway Park, Lambeau Field, Soldier Field, okay, those places are 100-year-old places. I understand. I get that. But for a TV show, they should have renovated that Big Brother house at least 5 or 6 seasons ago. Because once you start seeing other countries outproducing your content, you got to up the ante. And especially when they're including the brand names as the sponsors and are helping to knock down your overall production cost. I mean, I just think it's a no-brainer. Anyway, I'll move on from that. But Dane blowing bubbles was fun to watch. Doing a little dancing. Being a little silly as fuck, as usual. When the veto players were picked, you had Adam, Cory, Kiera, Damien, and Dane, who were all in the contest. Now, this particular contest had to do with basically making a puzzle out of a series of pieces on the ground. The pieces, and again, here's product placement for you folks. Product placement with the event, with the event. Wendy's, you've got to jump down this rope or this pole onto a padded spicy burger of sorts, spicy chicken burger thing, and you had to run across, and you had a timer which was basically set as an hourglass type of device, which had these peppery, like red peppery little crystals that would fall down through. And if your pepper timer ran out, then you had to reset your puzzle. So it was kind of like the magnetic puzzle deal that you get each season on the regular US Big Brother, except this was more of a flat tilted device. And there were extra pieces. And the whole thing, and of course, this was all done to promote a new sandwich through Wendy's. Great, good product placement. Part of using your sponsorship well. And then you had to, once you finally got the pieces in place and that you had the correct puzzle, you then had to get a series of ball bearings that were about this big, about the size of about a quarter to a $half coin size, put it on the board, and then you actually had to shift and move the board left and right, backwards and forward, to get the silver ball, look large pinballs, into a series of 6 different spots on the puzzle board, and have all 6 in place to win the veto. Now, keep in mind that every time, even after you had your puzzle made, your pepper timer still goes back, and you had to keep refilling your pepper mill with scoops of red pepper from just below to top it off so that you had time to run back down the pole again, or back up the ladder to get back up. And Adam almost missed by just a very small amount, almost missed getting to update his timer. He was so close to missing it, it was just by a fraction of a second that he filled that back up just in time. Otherwise, he would have lost that veto. But he ended up winning it. Adam won that. So Adam wins different events. He wins endurance type events. He wins physical type events. He wins puzzle solving events. He wins puzzle solving events that also involve manual manipulation of balance. So his depth perception, his sense of balance, his sense of pretty much everything when it comes to every type of comp. Pretty much every type of comp. He is a complete and utter beast. If the whole house does not put him up on the block next week, I don't know what the fuck to do. Those pretty boys, I mean, I know they're all about staying together. And Mark won't win HOH next week. So if Dane or Anthony wins HOH, I am going to be surprised if Mark goes up. I'm sorry, Adam. I would be surprised if Adam goes up. Because Adam, if anybody else other than the pretty boys wins, Adam has to go up. He has to. Because he needs to go. He needs to go now. And then you get rid of Dane immediately after. I don't know which to get rid of first, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I suppose you'd say Adam, because Adam's won more comps. One more comp. But, no, I'm sorry. He's won the same amount of comps. He's won 5. But he's won a varied group of comps, types of comps. He's not a one-trick pony where he wins just one type of comp. He's won now mental challenges. He's won physical challenges. He's won, balancing challenges. He went back and forth balancing a row of 25 plastic balls on a balance beam, and he's over 6 fucking feet tall. Usually it's the low center of gravity, shorter people that are able to handle that. But no, tall, lanky motherfucker handles that. No problem. And he was beating women out there who have dance moves, balance capabilities, CrossFit capabilities. And that jumbo jet lurch motherfucker went out there and got that shit. Then he goes out and thinks a puzzle. What the hell? Okay, so you sound dumb, but you clearly are not, because you got that puzzle easily. And then rolled those stones, rolled those balls into those positions so gently, so perfectly, that there was only one person that even had close chance of catching you, and that was Cory. Cory's somebody they have to watch out for. There are 3 females left in the house. Two women and a non-binary born female. So we can honestly say there are 3 women left in the house. But after tomorrow, I don't think we're going to have 3 women in the house. I think we're going to have 2. I think Cory's going to go home. Reason number 1, Este's not a threat. Reason number 2, Damien has not proved to be a threat at anything. Reason number 3, Cory has won an HOH. Cory has been close in other comps. And Cory is relatively tight with Anthony. And the other pretty boys don't want that to continue. Cory will probably go home. Just my thought. They may not get rid of her, and they may choose to get rid of Damien instead. Este, I think, is safe as a motherfucker. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. It was very interesting as to how the pretty boys were having their meeting in the Red Pill, and then all of a sudden Damien just strolls right in, and it just stands there. Anthony, to his credit, he really did seem to have a way of kind of like making this conversation flow into something else seamlessly. But it was still a kind of an unusual and uncomfortable situation, especially when Damien stood his ground and stayed there in the room with them. That didn't seem to go overly well. Dane in the chili pepper costume was freaking hilarious tonight. We got to get Dane a new costume every week, because last night he was wearing heels and Este's dress, and then he's, we see him wearing a chili pepper costume, and of course the front of his jalapeno was popping straight forward, if you know what I mean. Canadian chicken and Canadian quality. Yeah, that's what the board said. Canadian chicken, Canadian quality. And it was showing the new type of burger, or spicy burger. You had V-shaped, like the top half of an hourglass, and that was supposed to be filled with red crystals that resembled the red pepper that they use on the burgers, because that's been associated with the ads for them. So if you don't watch the ads during the show, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. So, 'cause, 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 ' So yeah, Dane's gonna have a couple of really hot friggin' nice. Well, actually, no, he won't. He only has that one. He only has that one outfit. That pepper outfit. Or does he have something else that he wore? I don't know. Um, and the very nice pyrotechnics that were set up for the flames. 3 large flames, 4 large flames that came up. Not that this is a flame broiled burger, but it's supposed to make your mouth burn until your asshole falls out. Um, Anthony later on during the episode was talking to Mark and trying to play the logic game with him about not putting Cory up, putting Esty up, and Mark saw that. He said, "Yeah, that does make a lot of sense." So he goes forward and he makes that move. Um, the Pretty Boys, of course, before he made the move, the Pretty Boys all got together in the HOH bathroom, and they all started to try to strategize and think things out and talk things out. And it did get a little heated. It did get a little contentious between some of them. But they've all still managed to keep it together this whole time. So far, to their credit, they've kept their games together as a unit. I mean, they do represent half the house at this point. They are half the house. And tomorrow, one of the other 3 will go home from the other side. So they will now be the dominant factor in the house. And they'll have a 3 in 7 chance at getting HOH. These guys are riding this in almost complete cruise control. And that's thanks to Adam and to Dane. If they were not winning the competitions in the manner and in the frequency that they were winning them, and at the times that they've been winning them, not to mention Mark's win too. I don't want to diminish Mark's game by, I mean, I got to give him credit because I up until this week I'm like, Mark's useless. Then he goes and he wins an HOH that he completely destroyed. He has a fucking rhyme. He has a whole poem for every day of exactly what happened on day 1, day 2, day 3. He's like, day 1, da 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 da. Day 2, da 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 da. Day 3, da 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 da. It's like 99 bottles of beer on the wall, but you have a different line for every bottle of beer. This motherfucker has got 48 now, 46, whatever the fuck days up in his head with a full goddamn song for every day. And it's all part of the same continuous fucking... I bet you if he sang it, it would probably be an 8-minute long song. It would be Stairway to Heaven. It would be November Rain. It would be Freebird. It would be Green Grass and High Tides. It would be however many fucking songs there are that last longer than forever. Jesus Christ. How did... Look at the big brain on Mark. You crafty motherfucker. So, the brain on Mark is something to watch out for. No? Kimmy, good night. We'll see you later. I just noticed that you were saying good night. Robin's asking the question if Mark will, or if Anthony will step up and try to win HOH tomorrow. I don't think he... I mean, at this point of the game, you'd be silly to not go after an HOH. Although, I suppose they're waiting to see, is tomorrow the triple? No, it's not. It'll probably be next week, I'm guessing, or the week after. Well, it has to be either next week or the week after. It can't be any later than that, really. The triple is going to be a big deal as to the timing of who's going to win an HOH. So, I mean, if you're one of the less, let's put it this way, if you're a pretty boy, you're going for the win. If you're Dane, if you're Adam, sure as fuck, if you're Adam, you're going for it. If you're Anthony or Dane, you're definitely going for it too. Dane, why would Dane not go after it? People know he's a beast. People already know he's going to try to win everything. They know the same about Adam, and they know Adam needs it. With Anthony, though, he could sit back, but I think he would like to have some control for once. He's the only pretty boy to not have won a thing. And for him to win an HOH would be nice, because then he can say that he's not the weak link of the group. So I believe he will go full out for that HOH, whatever it may be, and I hope he wins it. I hope he wins it even over Dane. And I like Dane a lot. But Dane and Anthony are the two guys that are the only people in this house that I think truly deserve to win the money, and that I want to see win the money. I wouldn't mind seeing Cory win the money, but she's got one victory, and she has come up against some, unusual odds in that she came into the house a week late, didn't know a soul, and they kind of wanted her out right away because of the fact that she was not already in the group, in the clique, if you will. Zeta, you're right. Mark, not a big fan of Mark. Oh, Kim with that panda. Kim's got the panda up. Hashtag panda pounce. Kim knows what that means. Panda pouncing, panda pouncing, panda pouncing. Alright, let's see. I like these hashtags Kim's making pay the people. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, folks, I'm going to listen in. We got Esty and them, Kiera, in the pantry, talking privately, in front of all of us.
That I campaigned against him when my best friend was on the block. Like, please. His reasoning is pathetic. Pathetic. Yeah. I really need a haircut. Carry on. I'll give you a haircut. I need blonde hair dye. I can give you a haircut. But thank you for filling me in. No problem. No problem.
Oh, didn't get a chance to say goodnight to Denise. If you're still out there, Denise, good night.
Hello.
Thank you for coming by.
Do you think that I could find blonde hair dye?
By the way, folks, if you have not yet, please hit the subscribe, please hit the like, please
blonde
hit the subscribe, notification bell, and share. And we do accept donations if you are inclined to do so.
I don't know.
No requirement, though.
Yeah, dye is probably.
Anything you offer is greatly appreciated.
Now it's different from what it was when I came
and
in, right? Because they don't want to.
Zeta, if you could put the merch link up, I would appreciate. Oh, actually, you did it a few moments ago, so never mind. I see that there.
Maybe ask about the cut now.
You're on top of it.
So,
as always, thank you.
Yeah, because it took them a while, right?
Oh, that's so smart.
Alright, I'm going to just change the channel here because there's no more discussion going on between these folks. So I'm going to go over to channel 4 and see what's going on.
From 9 3/4 in King's Cross Station in London. With the thing stuck in the wall, and there's a line of people and taking a picture, and you can take your picture, and you get it like they'll take it on the phone for you, and then you can also take a real picture, and then you go to the shop and everything.
Pretty boys all up in the bathroom.
And I have the picture. It's me kicking the thing in. It's like
Kicking the thing in.
Well, no,
it's on
paint. It's like 40 pounds. Holy, dude, they are so expensive. Harry Potter shops. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Harry Potter, but I did watch all 5 of them in a row. Because it was a long story why, but I'll tell you later.
Isn't there 8?
When there was 5, I had no movies, but my friend snuck in a few movies into the religious school. Yeah.
Please stop talking about brand names.
Oh, shoot, right. Okay, so...
Please stop talking about brand names.
My buddy snuck just those movies in school, and those were the only ones I could watch.
I don't know if I told you guys last night. I'm pretty sure I did. The Big Brother told them to please stop talking in code.
You got into...
No, I didn't. It's like... It's a ladder competition.
No, I don't know.
They were trying to talk about the sex.
I will cry. I will literally...
And they were trying to use code for sex, you know, and
I know what I'm saying.
and they were trying to talk about how many partners everybody's had.
I'll literally sit down in the corner.
And then they said, you know, they start trying to go around the table,
What happened?
trying to talk about it. And this was including Estee and Cory, I think. And we were getting around the table, and then Estee starting to answer, and she's like, well, it depends on what you mean by blah, blah, blah. And then they stop speaking in code. Stop speaking in code. So you want to stop speaking in code? And they're like, well, what do you want us to say? It's like, and then they're like, and then Adam goes, so how many times have you and then all of a sudden, PowerPoint fish. Censorship.
Oh, hey, by the way,
Help, I'm being oppressed.
Win, like the double or this thing, and then I win the next one, so I can have the room for 2 weeks straight, and then Adam, I have to put you in a storyline, and also I'll take you to Wendy's as well, because you never.
I swear to God, Mark.
Bro, you know I'm fucking around, right?
I didn't know Friday.
Bro. Relax. He's like, I'm gonna know Friday. Man, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm gonna watch it. The episode on TV.
Week, though.
What?
Have you known a fun week?
Well, okay.
Yeah, Z, I've kind of figured as much that seems like Cory's the one that's going to go, because she's been pretty quiet, sticking to herself. It's kind of the math is on the wall for that.
Up in the air after you won slop and slide. Like you just won the lotto 6 whatever.
Left nut, man. It's actually hurting.
Again? You guys blow...
I might have to go do one.
Ew.
You did really well in your speech. Like, I'm glad it only took you 1 time, because like it'd be weird if like, you know, they made us do it again.
I know, I was like, motherfucker, why fuck this up? It's gonna look so...
You're not allowed to talk about production.
I didn't know you'd use it. Like, I'd do it again. It's like...
No, I'm glad I didn't fuck this.
Or when Sam put me on the block, and then he was like, all right, let's do that again. I was like, Sam, it's not too late to change your mind.
Thunder.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Zeta, you said you heard Adam is throwing the HOH to Spork, huh? Interesting. For those out there in the crowd, Spork is the name that has been provided by some of the people in the crowd to represent Kiera.
Here's the thing. Kiera came into the room earlier, like when we were all...
Because they're non-binary.
And then they left, and like they were saying downstairs about like how there's like too much testosterone in this house. Like, I'm serious. And like how, you know, really feel like, you know, they always kind of felt like an outsider. They actually think they felt really bad. I gave her a hug, or them a hug. And yeah, like maybe because like we're all, like, the boys were being loud and rowdy and just kind of like, you know, blowing bubbles and everything. Yeah.
They said they're, yeah.
And they said to me like that there's like a lot of testosterone, and I'm not used to like, you know, so much. I don't know, maybe like I was just like, yeah, like if I giving them a hug, I'm like, I can't like.
Did you say this?
No, it's like a few hours ago.
That's why they were in bed.
Damn.
Well,
That was disgusting, Dane.
Did
Did you hear that?
I gave them a hug.
That was a good old hawk. That was a
It was
hawk.
like, you know, I guess
Hooey.
because we were boys were being boys.
No,
right?
He was brushing his remaining teeth.
Bubbles too hard? What was that? No, just, we were being loud and
I'm
rowdy.
talking right now. I feel bad.
That's why, in case they're in a bad mood or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, no.
Did they say good
Nastiness.
Definitely.
We were playing bubbles.
Just like, not many girls left. And
Well,
freaking out.
story is that they fucking followed on Kelto and then sent. So they literally only had 2 users the whole time. So it's their problem if they didn't open up a social game.
Yep.
Well, good start.
Maybe we're gonna go have snacks.
Fucking ask you.
Now they're,
Let me just check one other feed here. I'm going to see what the other feeds are doing, because it is 12 o'clock their time there. And they do have a big day tomorrow, so they're probably getting ready to shut it down. All 4 of those guys are in the bathroom, so...
Because I was a kid when she did it, but
This is
like an
Kiera
injection or
downstairs right
something
now.
She got in her earlobe.
I believe with
And
Esty.
it goes to the brain, and it's supposed to make your body literally like repulsed by the smell. So anytime you crave it, like you're just, and then you smell it and you like literally get nauseous. Because she tried to quit cold turkey, it didn't work.
Yeah.
We'd like catch her in the bathroom, like, just.
Oopsie. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
It's starting to get very expensive though.
Yes.
Like, easy in the summer, I smoke a pack a day, a pack every 2 days.
How much is one pack?
$15 a pack.
$15.
Canadian, that's 15. Okay,
That's like
so...
eating out once every single day. Fuck.
Excuse me?
That's like eating out once every single day.
It's summer. Let's look
Say
at
that
this.
again, and say it again to who you're talking to.
3 Summer. months. 3 times 3 is 9. 90 days.
So then 9 times 15.
To be fair, summer and fall is
It's like
probably
eating
a pack
out.
a day, a pack every 2 days.
Okay, let's
Anytime
let's
that I'm
just
eating out
outside,
every day.
anytime I'm outside super
Okay,
regularly.
9 times
yeah.
5. Sorry, 9 times 15.
All right, so 9 times
9 times 10
is 90,
90.
plus
Plus
another 45.
So
So
135.
135, and so then add
0.
$1,350.
Yeah.
Just to smoke in the summer.
Yeah, easy.
That could be like a trip of a lifetime right there.
Also be a shit ton of cigarettes.
Oh, that's why
That
they're not going outside the backyard. Must be closed for
That too.
tomorrow night, I'm guessing.
It's a pack a day, roughly.
No, I know it's a bad habit.
They're probably prepping it for tomorrow night.
And the funny thing is, most of my friends have quit. So
Oh, yeah?
like, I'm the smoker now.
Of the group? Yeah.
Of my ex smoked. We had a balcony, and then so like that's when I started. But my ex from like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's when I smoked a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like, we were
15
both
Canadian
smokers,
though. That's
so it was just,
15
like, a
Canadian,
lot of
so
smoking.
2/3 or 3/4 of that.
And then, like,
But
most
that's
of my
still
friends
high.
have
That's
quit,
like
but I'm
what,
always the one that
11
has
something,
cigarettes and, like,
maybe
One summer,
12.
Do they take some?
yeah, they always take when they drink.
Yes.
Isn't that what an American
Always.
pack goes? Is like 10 to 12 bucks a
Yeah.
pack?
1 pack a day.
Depending
for
on where you
90
go.
days. What was it, 1,300?
Like New York
Yeah, for
City, I
90
think it's
days,
like
so
12 or
9 times
13
15
bucks a
is
pack.
135, so 1,350.
1,350.
Probably spent that.
I'm not sorry about it.
Easy and dope. I feel way more.
Well, like,
than dope.
Yo, I agree, Sarah. I
Yeah.
agree.
oh,
Completely.
Is that? To be fair, I work like 7 shifts a week, 6 days, but 7 shifts a week. So like I work a lot,
Oh, yeah. That's
and like so like I don't make a lot of money, but I make enough that like I can choose what I'm, and like I guess I'm not taking care of anyone but myself. My rent is very low because I have roommates.
With
I
that,
pay like
so how much-
$500 a month
how much
for rent.
Does that last?
include hydro and everything?
Yeah,
500 bucks a month
in
for
like a
rent?
really nice apartment.
No wonder why she can afford
the place that I
cigarettes
was
that
just
much.
staying in. I had a huge room, walk-in closet. We have a massive bathroom. Our living space is huge. We have a dining room. It's like an open concept apartment.
Anyway, with the apartment stuff, yeah. Robin, yeah, $8 a pack there. Where are you at, Robin? Just curious. I don't know what it is around here because I don't smoke tobacco. I don't know. But I know like in New York State it's something like 12, 13 bucks a pack. Massachusetts, I think it's somewhere around 10, 11 bucks a pack. Taxachusetts. That's actually a name that people in Massachusetts call it. Um, the funny thing is if you live within about 20 miles of the Massachusetts-New Hampshire border, it's quite common for people from Massachusetts to purposely drive across the border to buy their cigarettes because there is no sales tax in New Hampshire. So, they don't have the nearly the amount of taxes on cigarettes and alcohol. So when you go to Massachusetts or Taxachusetts, you're already paying high rates. Plus what they add is what they used to call sin taxes for things that you don't necessarily need, that are not good for you. Like tobacco and alcohol. But they put extra taxes, or what they call sin taxes, on those things. And so if you live within 20 to 30 minutes of the New Hampshire border and you're a smoker, you're driving over that border to New Hampshire every week, every 2 weeks, and you're buying 2, 3, 4 cartons of cigarettes because you're going to be saving yourself $100 if you're buying like 4 cartons. Or if you're buying a carton, you're saving yourself, $6, $7, $5, $6, $7 at least. Or I mean, $10, $15 at least if you're buying a whole carton. You're saving a couple of dollars on a pack. I mean, so you save a lot of money. Let's just say that. Plus the alcohol too. Connecticut, yep, $10 in Connecticut. That's about right. Like I said, about 11 or 12 in Massachusetts, I think. And the last time I had heard New York was like 13 to 15 or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? It costs more to get marijuana than it did. I mean, it costs less probably to get marijuana, I'm guessing. I don't know. I suppose based on weight it's different. But I don't know. I'm just saying. Just imagine though. Imagine what those prices would be if Marlboro ever got their hands on the marijuana. Holy shit. I mean, what the fuck would that be? $40 a pack? $400 a carton? Yeah, I got those Marlboro Greens. Oh no, not the menthols. No, the greens. 100s, thank you. Imagine some motherfucker made like. Imagine the magical day when marijuana is made legal across the entire country, but then it gets regulated. And then let's say that big tobacco gets involved, because they will. If it becomes a government thing, U.S. government thing, big tobacco is going to get involved. They're already looking into it. So it's like, imagine Marlboro marijuana 100s. All right. Okay, sure. Or if you want to be one of those ladies with the Virginia Slim marijuana 120s, or the Benson and Hedges, or the Capris that are the 140s, those thin, long, Faye Dunaway shit Betty Davis shit that they used to smoke back in like the 20s and 30s, those long cigarillos that were like fucking half a foot long, but as thin as a fucking pencil, if not thinner. Actually, thinner than a pencil. Christ. They're like Pocky. Anyway. Let's see here. Folks, I'm gonna dive out of here. I know it's a little bit early, just a little earlier than I normally would. I'm just gonna dive out of here a little early tonight. But it does seem relatively well set in stone that set in cement that is not fully settled yet and fully dried, but it seems that Cory is going to be on their way out. She's going to be on her way out tomorrow. Esty will likely stay. Damien will likely stay. So then they will be down to 2 women in the house out of 7 contestants left. That will be very interesting to see. And the pretty boys, all still together, all 4 of them. And then they'll be down to the final 7 with 4 pretty boys in there. That is gigantic. Adam's vision is starting to come more and more close to fruition. And it's the funny part is that he's the biggest fuck up of the group. And they're all keeping him in. He's keeping himself in too by winning all these comps. But they're keeping him in because they're staying tight. They're trying to fix things where they can. Hopefully there won't be any other hiccups for them. Hopefully Dane and or Anthony, in my opinion, can win the game. I would like to see one of them win it. I really don't care for Adam too much in the sense of the game. Same with Mark. But they've both won comps. Anthony has not yet, and it would really be nice to see Anthony win a comp, in my opinion. But with that being said, I'm signing off for tonight. I'll be on, again, 10:30 tomorrow night. Eastern Time, 9:30 Central, 7:30 on the West Coast, and hope I can provide you with some good news regarding the other matter I spoke of earlier tonight. But I doubt that I will have good news for that. I would like to be able to, come back tomorrow night and tell you that this person, that person, and the other person have been paid. I doubt that's happened. I doubt that will. I don't think it's going to happen. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Please, prove me wrong. Pay them. Just pay them. Anyway, folks. Peace. Love. See you later. Have a good night. Oh, Emily, if you're out there, I didn't forget. I'll make sure I take care of what I told you I would take care of today.